Hey kids, you trying to get into Segment City? Well, you really shouldn't, because Segment City is a mature podcast, and listener discretion is advised. I'm just trying to look at... I know I'm in an alleyway. I know how I look, but I got some fireworks for you kids. I got snakes and I got sparklers. That's all I got. Oh, don't give me that.
I was playing another game recently. I was playing Shovel Knight.
Hey!
Have you ever played Shovel Knight?
I played through Shovel Knight.
As Shovel Knight? Just the regular Shovel Knight?
Just regular Shovel Knight. I thought it was okay. I mean, I'm not that into old style platformers, so like I see the appeal, but it wasn't for me.
Here's the thing about Shovel Knight that I love. It's the Kickstarter that just keeps on kicking.
Yeah.
Because they're like, here's Shovel Knight, and everyone's like, this is dope, love it, great, old style platformer, super cool. And they're like, you know, be even cooler? Plague Knight. And you're like, Plague Knight? You mean the boss? One of the bosses? And they're like, you can play as him, and it's a totally different control scheme, and we changed the levels, so they're all based on that. And I'm like, fucking dope. And they're like, hey, co-op. And you're like, what?
What?
I can play Shovel Knight co-op now? That's pretty sick. And they're like, yeah, that is pretty sick. You know what would be even sicker? You know who's a cool character? Spectre Knight. You can play Spectre Knight now. Totally different campaign. I'm like, you're 3 campaigns in. You made 3 campaigns. And they're like, he can fucking rail grind. He can cut through things. He's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is just, whew, you guys are just killing it. And then they're just like, hey, guess what? I'm like, oh, what? King Knight.
King Knight.
King Knight. I'm like, oh, King Knight. I just beat Spectre of Torment, and Spectre of Torment was very good and very fun.
Cool.
Because it's just like, it keeps on, I'm like, it's a game that I can recommend to a lot of people because it's just like, they keep giving stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like,
it's really different because it's like, I almost at this point, I'm like, why don't they just come out with Shovel Knight 2? They get more money.
That they also, they're like, hey, I know we're done. We're done. Psych, we're not done. Fighting game. We're doing a fighting game with all the bosses. What do you think of that shit?
That's awesome.
And I'm like,
I actually didn't know they were doing
that. Dope.
That's dope as heck. So I didn't love I liked that game as just a boss rush game where I really liked the boss fights.
The boss fights are really good.
They're super fun. I didn't like the in-betweens.
The one thing that I don't like about Shovel Knight is that it punishes you for being bad at the game.
Yeah.
As opposed to giving you... Because when you die, it gives the bags that start floating. But sometimes they're in areas that you can't get. So you start focusing on getting the bags, but then you'll die.
You'll die again,
and it's like, and you lose money, which makes you get less abilities. So it's like, if you die platforming a lot, which the platforming can be hard.
If you're good at the game, you get better at the game. And if you're bad at the game, you stay bad at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
You know what game we're always good at? Segment City. Doing this podcast.
It's not a game.
Welcome to Segment City.
My life isn't a game, Will.
We're living in Segment City. It's me, Will Kane, the life guru, Will Kane.
You're just, if you're telling me that my
Shovel Knight.
If my life is a game, then you're not a life guru, Will.
Giving advice to Theo Sapakos. I'm going to say your name for you.
Hey, it's me, Theo Sapakos. I love receiving advice. Send me some advice.
Yes, that's a good podcast.
If you send an email, I'll make drastic life changes.
No, you won't. I've been trying to make you change your life so many times, all through your life.
You'll never make the right choices.
You need to make some new life choices. Anyway, Theo.
Wow, savage Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy the life guru.
You need to really think about your financial decisions.
You should really drink in moderation, not so excessively.
Yes. This episode of Segment City, sometimes we just like create segments that have a theme weirdly. Like all the segments that I have for this episode have the theme of being lewd and old. So it's history stuff and lewd stuff.
Ew.
And I'll start off the old part with...
I'm going to start off with the old part. I already hate it. Thanks. Let's go.
With Will's stupid thought for the week.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be neat if scientists in the future found my bones and do one of those facial recognition algorithms on me and display me in a museum. I think it would be neat. That or throw my dead body in a trap in a tomb so I can serve as a warning for any interlopers.
Let me get this straight.
that.
After you've died, you didn't die by going into the trap.
No, I'm like...
You die of natural causes, and then they
I'm
just...
like bones.
They like a Halloween decoration, place your body.
Yeah.
So it decomposes and looks scary.
Yes. Well, I want them to do the out. You know how they do that for Neanderthals? They'll like show you what their face looks like. I would love that if it was just my smiling face, just like slowly rotating. I would love that.
And humans like tens of millions of years now are like, wow, people really used to look like
what
that.
What a big nose! he really was weird face.
I
structure.
can't believe humans used to have 2 ears instead of one giant ear on their forehead.
I don't know what I would like more, if it was exactly accurate or if it was just very wrong. Like if they thought I was just like a very handsome man of just like with high cheekbones, I'm like,
I was going the other direction. What if they make you look like Mr. Magoo?
I mean, wouldn't be too far. Wait.
Oh no! No. You need to have more self-confidence.
You. I would absolutely. But do you ever watch like Indiana Jones and you see the skeletons just like chilling on some spikes, and it's like, those were people, but also I don't want to die that way.
Yeah.
But I want to be that skeleton.
No one bothered to clean them up.
No, nobody bothered. No. I want to be the Copperpot or whatever his name is from Goonies, but I don't want to die in that way. I want to die in my deathbed and then have them throw my bones in the cave, so that Indy can see like a floor that doesn't have spikes, and he'll see a skeleton and be like, I think they're. And he presses a tile, and then spikes come up.
I like the idea that on your like license or something, there's like a checkbox for like organ donor, and there's another checkbox for like
Egyptian tomb donor,
Egyptian tomb bone donor.
Yeah, I would love that.
I'll check that box.
What would you want to be done with your bones?
What could be done with my bones?
Yeah, with your body. For me, it's like once I'm dead, you can do whatever you want. You can do with it.
Yeah, I feel it. I mean, like bones are just bones, right?
Yeah.
I feel like when I think about my bones, it's mostly conceptual. I've never seen my bones.
That's true. I've
never actually seen my bones. So like theoretically they're there.
But
I just don't think about them that often. So they're just my bones, whatever.
You ever think about bones are spooky.
Bones are pretty spooky.
They're just calcium supports for our bodies.
Damn, dude, that's deep as heck.
Like it is the supports of our, like we have these hard bits supporting the meat.
Would you live in a house made out of bones?
Ooh.
It'd be a pretty sturdy house. If it was a sturdy house, I mean.
I don't... I think I've been to the catacombs of Paris, and that was pretty spooky.
I went to a cathedral in...
It was made of bones?
In Portugal, and the walls were all bones.
Yeah.
Everything was bones.
When you see the skulls, and you're like, this was a person.
This was a person. That, because skulls look like a face.
Yes.
That's the part where you're like... Huh.
Like if it was like a femur or something, I'd be like, oh, whatever. Okay. Like this is a bone,
but like a skull is like, oh shit.
It's like, oh shit, this is a human. I don't think I could have guests over. I think people would go, this is, where'd you get the bones?
This was my Uncle Alvin. He was a nice guy, and he said to donate his bones.
And now he's a nice table.
And now and look at his femur. It's held up for all these years.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. I think that's
that's all we're gonna get from this.
Getting down to the catacombs of Segment City, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I actually have $1 million for you.
Oh.
$1 million right here.
$1 million for me?
For you.
For little old me?
For little old you.
How many bones do I need to have in my house?
All you have to do is make a sexy car wash calendar and send it to everyone in the United States.
Oh, fuck yes. Are you kidding me? Have you met me? Of course. It's going to be the hammiest. Like, I would gain weight for it. Like, it would just be me, like, rubbing my body and, like, just the finger in the belly button.
Like, posing on, like, a nice red Corvette.
Yeah, everyone would laugh. They'd be like, oh, what month is it? Oh, it's Will's sexy month. Like, he's sexy. I think I would like...
But you'd be known as the guy who made the sexy car wash calendar for the rest of your life.
Now, here's the thing. Do people have to put it up in their homes?
No, but they will receive it in the mail.
It's just in the mail. Oh,
so they will...
How many news stories would be about me? Oh, fuck yes. People would be laughing their asses off. I would 100%. That's the quickest way to fame. Why aren't we doing this now? I don't even need the $1 million. Gimme.
All you just need to pay for postage. Maybe we can arrange something with
I would absolutely... Okay, well...
What we need to do is just go door to door and drop these off without permission.
Yeah. There would be like some... Mom, Mommy, what is this? Oh no! It's some
You in like a very skimpy bathing suit,
just like
looking
not,
back over your shoulder.
not leaving a lot to the imagination.
No.
It's really just like banana hammock.
So what
really
I'm hearing is that you don't need the $1 million. We should just do this.
yes,
What we need
I
to
would
do.
100% do this. Are you
This
kidding
can
me?
be a gift to the listeners if we ever do that. Like,
I don't think
support us at this level.
I don't think we have enough people listening to our podcast to have merch, especially this kind of merch.
This will be the best merch.
Okay, everyone, if you want this merch, please email us at Segment City Podcast. Give me like even just a verbal confirmation that you'd pay money for it. I don't think anyone would. For me, they don't even know what I look like. This is a podcast.
I just want to know if people got it for free if they'd hang it up.
Ooh, I think.
I mean,
There
like
would be a
calendar
big-
is pretty just like utility. Like I need to know what day it is.
And they're like, they could like masking tape out my face.
But it's still your body.
Yeah,
So what you're
I
saying
got a
is,
sweet bod, dude.
I have a rockin'
Are you
bod.
kidding me?
You need to be more realistic about your body.
Don't you shame my body. How dare you?
Thanks a lot, soldier boy.
You can suck a banana hammock. Anyway.
That's my $1 million, but sounds like you don't need
Oh,
the million.
absolutely. Would you do it?
I think it'd be funny. Yeah, sure. I think I'd do it. I think it'd be a good goof.
I think it would be a good goof too, and that's why I think I would do it. Hey, good job.
Hey, yeah.
The reason I say that my segments this week are lewd and old is because this is a combination of the two.
Okay.
I didn't know what to. I think this is going to be a broader category of. I don't know if I want to call it. I guess like relatable history or lewd history.
Is lewd relatable?
It can be. In this case, it is because I'm going to call this specific version of the segment Pompeii graffiti.
Okay.
This is graffiti from
wait,
the
I know
city of
about this.
Pompeii. Yeah. Pompeii was, if you don't know, the city in
great
Rome
city.
that a volcano erupted, covered everything in ash,
Mount
left
Vesuvius?
it very. I forget. It left everything very preserved, including the graffiti on the walls, which there was a lot.
A lot.
This is 100% going to be a recurring segment. I've gotten so many of these. All right, so I'm just going to start saying some of them. Restididus says, Restidida, take off your tunic, please, and show us your hairy privates.
Wait, someone wrote Restudidus says?
Yes. That's part of the thing. It's Restudidus says,
I hadn't quite figured out.
Restudida, is that his wife? I don't know.
Restudida.
That's a feminine.
Restudida. Oh, gosh.
I
like
and that was
that-
on a tavern.
You know what I really appreciate? I appreciate that he's being polite.
Yeah.
Please.
Amplicatus, I know that Icarus is buggering you. Salvius wrote this.
Salvius was here.
Salvius was here. Fuck you.
They had nothing better to do is just write messages on walls.
There's
like,
so many. There's this one is actually nice. This is written on the side of a bar. Lovers are like bees, and that they live a honeyed life.
That's nice.
The one after it, I screwed the barmaid.
It was me, okay? I did it.
It's right next to the door on a bar. Like they were just like, he's like, I banged the bar, and she's like, I'm right
She's
here.
like, I'm
What
right
do you
here.
do? And he's just like, from Leviticus. Like,
Love.
Floronius, privileged soldier of the 7th Legion, was here. The women did not know of his presence. Only 6 women came to know. Too few for such a stallion.
Oh my god.
This guy wrote it himself, and you
This
can
guy
fucking tell.
You could tell that this guy was full of shit.
He was like, this fucking hunk of a man came. He only banged 6 chicks.
And it wasn't enough.
That's a pretty good amount. In ancient times, they didn't have any birth control.
No,
I was
but
just praying. It's like, he's a stallion, though. Ooh. On the gladiator barracks, on April 9th, I made bread.
that's nice. You know, someone's just keeping a little diary on the side. And you know what? I'm proud of my loaf.
Could you imagine seeing any graffiti nowadays that's just like, I made bread? Like, and then the responses
I
are
made
like,
bread.
what kind? Need to know.
Need to know.
Please.
Please post recipe.
And then he does, like, well,
1 cup flour.
He's taking notes while he's taking a poop. He's like, Speaking of poop,
But if someone came to write down the recipe, where would they write it down? On the wall next to it?
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm taking notes.
this is speaking of poop, by the way. To the one defecating here, beware of the curse. If you look down on this curse, may you have an angry Jupiter for an enemy. A guy's
Ooh.
pooping there, and he's like, Jupiter will strike you down.
Jupiter will have words with your bowels.
Whoever loves, let him flourish. Let him perish who knows not love. Let him perish twice over who forbids love. That's nice. Like
That's
they're
poetic.
I love the nice ones, followed by Caladius, the Thracian gladiator, is the delight of all the girls. Like just followed by that.
It's like, I made bread. I screwed the tavern maid.
Love is a beautiful thing. It's like bees.
6 women is not enough.
This one is a long one because it's a fucking ad. The city block of Aripoli, in the possession of Gnaeus Aelius Nigidius Maius, is available to rent from July 1st. There are shops on the first floor, upper stories, high glass rooms in the house. He's writing this in graffiti. It isn't a sign, it's just graffiti on the side of a fucking house.
It's a new way to advertise that they haven't discovered yet. Literally just writing it on
Imagine
walls.
being like, hey kid, come over here. I see you painting your mark on all these things. How about you say that the house on Main Street is
You got a nice
It's
artistic
open
touch.
for
I
rent.
think you're going somewhere. Now I
know-
got a message for you to write. 14th on Broadway is free from July 1st. I got air conditioning and I got free Wi-Fi, okay?
negotiate on this wall. You can write me back.
Yeah, exactly. Write your best offer.
A person interested in renting this property should contact Primus, the slave of Gnaeus Aelius Nigidius Maius. He does his full fucking name both times. He does it twice. And then the last one, which I think is my favorite one. I think the most famous one. Weep, you girls! My penis has given you up. Now it penetrates men's behinds.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, wondrous femininity. And that was on a brothel.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, wondrous femininity.
You know, he's out there and he's proud of it.
I love that one. I think it's just because it's so well written. For it is just like,
Someone thought about it. They're very poetic.
like he wanted to come out and be like, "Fuck you, girls!" Except for me, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna.
Somebody else could fuck you.
You can do it, whatever. You can have sex any way you
You can
want.
do whatever you want.
You can have sex with that stallion from the 7th Legion for all I care.
Wow. What a wild ride.
You sound like what a wild ride we've had here. Well, we're at the end of Segment City. That's all we had.
Well, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Our sponsor today is Forget About It. Do you want your wall painted for your advertisements? Forget about it. We'll do it for you.
Also brought to you by...
We paint it and you forget about it.
You leaked over your ad spot.
Hey, it's me. I'm back.
Why do Romans sound like New Yorkers?
Hey, it's Italian, kind of. Alrighty. I'm
Also brought to
I'm
you by
nice.
JP's Rentals. Come see me July 1st. Okay, please.
Hey, it's me, Nice again. I'm back. I'm getting in on this one. He would have a better time if he let me paint on the wall for him.
Get the fuck out of here. This is my ad spot. I pay for
You
this.
schmuck, you.
I'll fight
All
you
right,
for it.
I'm out of here.
Oh, jeez.
And also, the
Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And viewers like you.
putting the pub in public radio.
Oh, no.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, no. Now we're back. Thanks for listening to those words. Next on Segment C.
Hey, it's me. I'm back. I'm here to paint your wall.
Please stop painting the walls.
No, I think I'm gonna keep doing it.
We're going to call the police on you, okay?
Oh, you know what? That's fair.
That's fair. All right, well, I have for you a versus.
Versus.
Versus. We need a little theme song here. Ba-da-da-da. Oh, no, that's Family Feud.
Okay, we don't need to-
Okay.
Well, one day, actually, I do want to create songs for these segments, but I feel like it would be a lot. Anyway, let's go.
All right, well, I contacted you about a versus.
Yes.
The theme this week, holidays.
For people who don't know, Theo gave me a phrase or a topic that I needed to create a pitch for.
And then we're gonna go back and forth, and at the end we're gonna decide who had the better idea.
Yep.
This week we have to invent a holiday,
New holiday.
or I put the caveat on it: find an old holiday and feel like and modernize it.
I did both.
Cool.
I came up with like 3.
I love it.
You can go first, though.
No, you could go first though.
I go first every time, and you give me the reasoning of I come up with the thing.
I come up with the segment. You do
the topic.
it.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm gonna paint this on the walls.
No holiday. No. Speaking of Roman holidays, they had so many.
Oh yeah.
I looked at a Wikipedia list. It was just every day, every other day, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
You go first, and then I'll go. With
Number
mine.
1.
Yep.
January 28th.
Okay.
National Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day.
Wait, are we doing? I thought this was gonna be on the level of Christmas, not Bubble Wrap Day.
It can be whatever holiday you want.
Okay, we could do the Arbor Days of
the
bubble
traditions.
Wrap. Yeah.
Everybody wraps themselves in bubble wrap before going out of the house. It is acceptable to slam into people on the street.
Have you ever seen the movie Dude, Where's My Car?
No, I've not.
There's a cult in it.
Dude, where's my car?
To Zoltan.
This is not the first time you've brought up
Zoltan.
Dude, where's my car on the show?
Is it?
No, it's not. You've told me about Dude, where's my car before on the show.
It's a cult, and they all wear bubble wrap suits.
Amazing.
And they Zoltan, and they do the Z with their hands. Anyway, go on.
So you can smash into people on the streets?
I already do that.
I'm a klutz.
I'm a klutz. I'm a rude boy.
You should really watch out when you're walking.
You gotta be aggressive.
And people eat gushers. Because it's like the bubble wrap of food.
What are you talking about?
Gushers is the bubble wrap of food.
What? No.
Think about it.
And then everyone for dinner eats turkey, where we inject little pockets of air into the skin, and everyone pops it, and then they eat the turkey. As opposed to eating a single gusher.
No, lots of gushers. It's the national food on that day.
You can only eat gushers. It's criminal to not.
It's bubble wrap appreciate. You have to appreciate the bubble wrap.
You go to the slime gallows if you don't, and slime in your mouth with the ew. Anyway,
Ew.
next.
That's my holiday.
That's your single one?
That's my first one.
Okay.
Yeah, I only came up with that was my best shot.
You're the one that came up with it, and that was like the idea that like you're like I need to tell this.
I have my best story. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right. Oh, we're going back and forth.
Yeah.
This is like a real one.
Yeah, do it.
Voting day.
Sure.
So we'll have a fucking day off on election days.
That's too real.
That's too real. All right, you go.
Bubble wrap day up here. The sky's the limit.
Okay.
Voting day. Forget about it.
You fool. I never do the best one first.
Me neither.
Okay, we're only gonna escalate.
All right. This actually is probably my worst one, to be honest with you.
Oh.
May 9th, National Lost Sock Memorial Day.
Are you kidding? Okay, that was a good one.
So people hang socks outside their house from strings.
Okay. Is this a real thing? Or one that you made up with?
This is a real thing, but I'm making up the traditions for it. I'm modernizing it. I'm making it modern.
Who was this? When was this?
Everyone has to say a prayer for the lost socks.
Where did you get the idea for lost socks, though? Was this a thing? Like, was it in the 50s? They're like, Lost Sock Day shall be on June 9th. And it's like...
May 9th.
May 9th?
May 9th.
And then it doesn't... Nobody ever follows it.
No one ever follows it.
It a real
you gotta make a decoration out of it. R.I.P.
Everyone has candles that it has a sock around it, and it catches on fire. Like, I lost the other one.
Everyone only wears one sock for that day, obviously.
Yeah.
And
sock puppets?
Maybe you can make sock puppets. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Sock puppets. Reusing socks. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And hiding things in people's sock drawers. That's fun.
Hiding a gun.
Hiding a gun, a knife, a murder weapon.
A dildo.
This year, once again, the National Sock Memorial Day murderer has struck again.
He only kills on this one holiday. It's
Doris on Central Ave reporting. Yeah, I found this knife in my sock drawer. I don't know what happened.
And there was a sock in there, and it had a foot in it. Whose foot was it? It's
and I said smelly. To my husband, Bobby, is this your foot?
And he said, I can paint this wall for you.
No, get out of here.
What ads do you want? I can
get out of here
for your sock.
And he said, "No, I got both my feet right here."
And then and then
And then he stabbed me.
and it's like a murder mystery, and then it's like it shows he has a fake foot at the end. And it's like, I'm the foot
And
man.
it like zooms in, like the circle zooms in, and he like winks at the camera.
I can paint the walls with blood.
Oh no! I wrote on the wall the graffiti, "I'm the murderer."
I'm the murderer here.
That's National Sock Memorial Day, and apparently there's a murderer too.
That's good.
That's good.
My second one is this is an old holiday from Greek times.
Oh, Greek times.
Dionysia.
Okay,
Which
so
is-
wine.
Yeah, it was held in Athens every year, every March, and honored Dionysus. Dionysus. This is from Wikipedia. The description of who Dionysus is. Dionysus was the ancient Greek god of wine, winemaking, grape cultivation. All three of those things are the same thing.
That's the same thing.
Fertility, ooh,
Yeah, hedonism.
ritual madness,
Okay, yep.
theater, and religious ecstasy.
Amazing.
So he's
Simply
the
wonderful.
god of getting crunk and busting both the literal and spiritual nut.
Oh God.
Yep. It was basically a big music festival, but for theater and the arts. And there's competitions between poets who would write, produce, and act in their tragedies.
I like that. That's so cool.
Yeah, the best would be chosen by a judge who would award a prize to the best poet.
A poetry contest that's just like the city is just like, hey, we're gonna take a day
It's
off
not
and just do the arts.
It's like the arts. It's like poetry. It's
That's fucking
theater,
awesome. And drink
it's
wine.
Music. It's like everything. Yeah, and drink wine. Just everyone get crunk. Everyone. It's like a
That
big.
sounds-
It's not just music. It's like
honestly,
everything.
let's bring that homie back.
That's a great.
That's a great holiday.
I've been doing real ones. My last one's not a one. Is a joke one for sure.
All of mine, not real ones.
Oh,
Number 3 from your boy.
yep.
January 3rd, National Fruitcake Toss Day.
Fuck you. Kill your neighbors with some fruitcakes.
No, so this started as a real thing because people got too many fruitcakes for Christmas and they didn't know what to do with
I've
them.
never gotten
So
a
they-
single fruitcake.
I know. Well,
I want
Society.
One. Everyone send
come
me.
on, send me a fruitcake. So they started.
I already am a
So they started
fruitcake.
having competitions about who could throw them the farthest. That was a real thing. So I want to bring that even more into the common culture. I think this needs to be a thing.
We need to have fruitcake Olymp. Can we just have like Christmas Olympics? Of just like
I'm just like,
who can do like a sock with the swinging around your head and throw it as
yeah.
far.
You could do like, what is it? The
Shot put.
You could do reindeer. Like, what is it when they like try to break a horse or whatever it's
Oh.
called? Like a rodeo, but
Yeah.
for reindeer.
You could have a lot of reindeer based ones, like who could ride the sleigh fastest.
Yeah.
Who can run over grandma the best.
Rude.
Who can get down a bunch of chimneys. It would be great.
So my traditions would mostly focus around throwing fruit at one another. so
We can do that anyway.
we can do that anyway.
You
So
don't need a
children
holiday.
on this day, children would be given leave to throw fruitcakes at passing cars. That's a win.
Breaking windows
That's a
because
win.
fruitcake is hard.
There would be a mascot, Fruity the cake, who
Oh,
would just get pummeled.
that's just like I saw a thing that was.
You'd have to be a short person,
You're
and you just
calling him
throw
Fruity?
him, and you have to
The
throw him.
jokes write themselves, me boy. Fruity the cake. It's me, Fruity the cake. Why is everyone laughing?
Hey, Fruity, get over here!
What are you, some kind of fruitcake? Yeah, I am. Why? It's good of you to notice.
And the whole town picks him up and throws him in the lake. It's a good bonding tradition.
Don't throw me at the car.
No, please.
My bones will break. I'm actually a man in here.
No, please, guys. It's John. I'll paint your walls. I'll paint your walls for free.
We're sick of your shit, John. Yeah, advertisements on the walls.
This isn't taking my anger out on Fruity. It's all about you,
It's all
John.
about you, John. Fruity the fruitcake.
Fruity for the fruitcake. And then there'd be an annual food fight, because why not?
And people would die and get concussions because fruitcakes are hard, I think. I've never had one. I don't know.
I mean, they'd be stale, so yeah.
They would be stale. My last one is opposite Christmas. Once a year in June, we don't give gifts and holiday cheer. Instead, you have an open house with all your friends and family, and whoever can steal the most expensive thing gets to keep it.
So everybody else has to give it back?
Yeah, people are encouraged to make fun of the person's home and design choices that some misery instead of joy.
Amazing. I love it.
Opposite Christmas.
Hey, Will, your house sucks.
Oh. Hey, I see you. I see you.
I see
Stealing
you.
my shit. Somebody's trying to take the TV off the wall.
No. Look at
think we
him.
gotta
Jerry's
go.
stealing your necklace, your pearl necklace.
Oh, I shouldn't have left that out. And then it becomes like, it's like Home Alone. Like, you have to create traps.
You have to create
and
traps.
And it's like, I hear somebody going after my gold reserves.
That's my decoy gold.
That's my decoy, you fool. My decoy. You think I would leave my gold out for any passerby? That was decoy gold.
That was decoy
Worth
gold.
nothing.
Meanwhile, I was stealing your family heirlooms.
Grandma's, oh no. And she just pulls out a fur mouth, just let her out of her cleavage. And just like,
no.
I got your pearl necklace, Johnny. And you're just like, no.
No, Grandma.
Grandma, you stole it. And then evil Santa Claus, I guess, would just be a shaven, very fit man who just comes in and he's like,
Anti-Santa is just Mr. Clean?
basically, but he also goes, like, he's very catty, and he's like, I don't know about this curtains. I think, you know what? I also don't like your hair. I'm just gonna say that.
He also
Nice
slides down
shit
your
you got
chimney.
here. Yeah.
He slides down your chimney, but just gets soot every fucking where.
He goes, sorry about that, dude.
Can I sit on your couch? Can I take a breather?
No. I'm just gonna do it anyway.
And he hates milk and cookies, but he loves fruit leather.
You and the fucking fruit leather.
I hate fruit leather. It's the worst.
He loves fruitcake.
That's why you get the fruitcakes to distract him.
Yeah.
So you can
To
get
distract
so you
him.
can get your gun.
And you throw it away, and he goes, ooh.
Get out of my house.
He goes after it. Great, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
I like that a lot.
Write in with your favorite out of the options that we presented.
Yes.
And also give us a day off so we can vote.
All right. I have another thing having to do with the theme of lewdness.
Lewd and rude.
Amazon Erotica.
Oh! Wah, wah,
This
wah, wah,
is
wah,
a
wah.
segment in which I go to the best sellers of and the highest rated of Amazon's erotica books, and
Love
I
it.
read the description. So this is a series called the Please series, and
Please.
the first title is Yes Please.
I can tell I'm going to hate it already.
You're gonna hate it even more because it starts with reviews. This is a new thing I figured out, is that people put in the description the reviews for
Yeah,
the
they'll
book,
bump up the review. Like
but it's just first names. And sometimes they've done anonymous. I love this story. Anonymous. So it's like anyone
It could be literally the author.
It begins with the best way any erotica can begin. This is one panty wedding story. Donna, 5 stars.
Oh no, Donna, please.
A definitive
Donna-
must-read book. A definitive must-read next to the
Donna-
likes of To Kill a Mockingbird.
You know that Donna is no younger than like 58.
From USA Today's best-selling author Willow Summers, which porn names and erotica like author names are very similar.
They fly closely together.
Yes. Comes a steamy romance that will have you laughing and fanning yourself. Ooh, I'm coming down with a case of the vapors.
Wait till I tell the governor's wife.
About yes, please.
About yes, please.
For fans of erotic and contemporary romance with a twist of humor. Mr. Carlyle is looking for an admin. Apply within. I'm way overqualified, but the economy doesn't care. This is way over. This is
Wow,
relatable.
this is really relatable already.
After 6 months of job searching, I feel ya. I'm flat broke and mostly desperate. Rent is due in a week. My roommate sucks and is ready to toss me out, and I need an answer fast.
Wait, so your roommate's going to toss you out because you can't pay rent? That seems
Yeah.
pretty reasonable.
Nothing prepared me for the man in the suit. I think anything could prepare you for... A man in a suit is very...
When you go to an interview, you're probably going to see someone in a man in a suit.
I was expecting shorts and a t-shirt.
I was expecting reverse Santa Claus.
Coming in is like, negging me. I love that.
It's like, wow, your resume sucks.
Not 2 steps into the office and my panties burst into flame.
Whoa! I'm going to need confirmation from a female. This is biologically correct.
No, because you get wet. And that puts out the flame.
So wait, saying that your panties burst in flame means that you're the opposite of aroused.
Yeah. But here's the thing. The word handsome doesn't do him justice.
So what you've told me so far is that you're dry as a bone.
Yep.
And then he's not handsome.
My pubes are on fire. And he's not handsome. He's something more. Here's the best quote ever. Lucifer would slap him a high five. What?
What? What?
The devil himself would go, nice job, dude. You're one handsome dude. I know God, my enemy, made you, but he did a real good job. What can I
gotta
say?
give it up for the big guy.
You gotta give it up to the big guy. Clearly, there's a reason he's the most eligible bachelor in town. The problem is, there's more to the job than just getting him coffee. Much more of the intimate variety. You didn't need to say that.
I get it. It's an erotica book. I get it.
2 rules: no kissing, no falling in love. Yes, anal. No, I had that part in.
That's the 3rd rule, but I made it up.
I made it up. I can read right through those rules. He's trying to push everyone away. He's trying to protect himself. I want to walk, to not care, but something in me wonders that what could have scarred him so badly that he needs to employ companionship. I'll either save him or he'll ruin me.
So what they've said is that she went to a job interview and a nice man in a suit tried to interview her, and she went a little nutso.
And then they have like 20 reviews in the description. I'm just gonna read you like 1 or 2 of them. Can we just talk for a minute about how hot Hunter and Olivia are together? From the beginning, you could feel the chemistry building between the two.
Guys, can we just talk?
Can we just fucking talk about how fucking hot they are?
I thought he was going to go to
my pants. My panties are on fire. Jesus. Oh, Jesus!
Somebody get a fire extinguisher.
I got a fire extinguisher here. Move over, Mr. Gray and Mr. Burnham. There is a better, sexier, hotter alpha in town, and that was all in bold. And you do not stand a chance against him. Hunter Carlisle is too hot for words and broken as hell. And when he finally met his match in Olivia. You just dropped
It's okay. I'm
a screw? Oh my god. You're not even paying attention to this.
I am not robot. I am good American boy.
I am good American boy. Alright, so I'm gonna... This was only book 1. It has like 324 reviews. It has a pretty good... It has like 4 point something. Book 2. Now please.
Now please.
Now please.
Excuse me, waiter. I ordered a wine. Now please.
Now please. This one's much shorter. His secrets could tear us apart. I've done what no other woman has. I've made the legendary Hunter Carlisle make a promise. I've never promised anything in my life.
But I can promise you this.
Are you gonna pay this bill for this wall that I painted for you with your advertisement for you?
I can't promise anything to you. I can't promise
anything. There's no promises being made.
But I can make you one promise. I'm not paying for that damn wall.
I don't know if you're gonna go back on that promise. You don't make any promises.
I've never made a promise, but I'll make you this one promise.
I don't know if I trust that. Okay, but I have a toehold into a solitary life. Unfortunately, the pain of his past still lingers. When we're forced to go to a work conference, secrets emerge. What secrets? Damaging secrets.
I like the author was like, what secrets could there be that could be damaging? Nah, I can't think of anything. I'll move on.
I wrote the description before I wrote the book. That shut him down and make him push me away.
I wrote the reviews before I wrote the book, so it's fine.
Basically. This has no reviews. Let me see if it has official... It has a lot fewer reviews, but they're all pretty, like, solid. It's like 4.5 out of whatever. Somehow I have to make him confront the past or I'll lose him forever. You need to make me... I made a deal with Lucifer to be handsome.
Please come save me.
Please help me. Hunter Carlisle, the most generic name in the world.
Please get an exorcist.
There's 2 more books. Hopefully these are... This one is More Please.
Waiter, I know I said now please at my wine. More please.
Money please.
This just sounds like an annoying person.
More please.
More please.
His ex-fiancée won't let him go. This is just coming into the picture?
I guess that was a dark secret.
Stupid me. I thought life would get easier once Hunter admitted that he needed me. So what could go wrong?
Doesn't an ex-fiancé imply that he made a promise to marry her and then broke it?
He broke the promise? Yes.
Yeah, so he definitely did make a promise.
So what could go wrong? Blair. That's what. His ex-fiancée is a crazy bitch with a capital B.
Wait, does it actually say that?
Yeah, it says a crazy bitch with a capital B.
Oh my God.
They put a mark instead of the I.
Oh,
like
so
it's just like a bet.
A bet.
She doesn't like another woman going after her man.
Ex-fiance.
Ex-fiance.
Sounds like she should get some boundaries.
She's vowed to slice me out of the equation. Physically. You didn't need to.
What?
She vowed to slice me out of the equation. Physically.
Who says that?
Nobody.
Nobody.
She also vowed she vowed to do this, but she doesn't go with her vows.
She vowed to slice me out of the equation. Intellectually.
She didn't. She doesn't follow through either. I see what they saw in each other. And then something happens. Something that might make Hunter do as Blair wants and cut me out of his life forever.
Intellectually.
Physically.
Spiritually.
Just mind controls. Bimboification of Hunter. And he's just like, whoa. I shall cut you out. Blair wants me to. I'm sorry, honey. And now, last one. Forever, please.
Waiter, I know I said more wine. And you know when I want my wine now?
Please.
Forever, please.
Forever, please.
Waiter.
Waiter.
Usually put waiter in front of all of the book title names. Waiter.
Yes, please.
More, please.
More, please.
Forever, please.
Cut me out physically, please. Please, cut me off. I'm eating too much cake.
Forever, please.
Forever, please. Forever, please. It's funny because the first one had like 300 something reviews.
Yep.
The rest of them have like 130. So they have a very consistent
They have a dedicated
audience.
fan base.
They have a dedicated fan base. Will he consent to forever? I know that he loves me. That's not the problem. And I know that he'll be there for me. But he hasn't mentioned forever. No, not
What?
only that, but he refuses to tell his mother.
Hanta, when are you settling down and getting married?
Ma, why don't you come over for soccer day? Missing stock
You made
day.
that deal with the devil. Now when are you settling down?
Mom, I'm not gonna do it. I'm Hunter Carlisle. I don't promise anything.
I want grandkids within the next 3 years.
I
You made
promise
a
you-
promise to me.
Oops, that's on you. At this point, you should know me. I'm your son. I don't know who this character is. It's kind of Trump. It's kind of just like, hey, how's it going? It's me.
Kind of surfer dude, bro.
Kind of surfer dude. It's also younger Mr. Burns. How's it going?
I made a deal with the devil.
I made a deal. It's me, Hunter Carlisle. He kind of sounds like Vincent Price. Hello, it's me, Vincent Price.
It's Hunter Carlisle.
It's Stewie from Family Guy, Jesus. But he hasn't mentioned forever. I don't know what the word forever means. Can you define it? I make a promise. I'll look it up in the
Can you
dictionary.
use it in a sentence?
I want to be with you forever. Not getting it.
Not getting it.
I don't understand.
Waiter, forever wine, please.
I'll tell my mother that you said the word foray.
His
Forever.
mother. I like that his mother is a plot point.
Some scars run too deep, and this one is the deepest of all. I have everything on the line. To lose him now would be to lose it all.
OMG.
The final full novel in Hunter and Livy's story. We went on a journey with them.
We did.
And we also went on a journey
Through Segment
through
City.
Segment City. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Segment City. If you have a segment that you want to pitch to us, if you have any Amazon erotica that you want to
If you have any
send,
spicy
I don't even need to
erotica,
read it on air. I can just
But
read it myself.
you're coming down with the vapors.
Coming down the case of the vapors. You know, we're going to be doing this podcast for
Well, when are you gonna stop podcasting?
I don't know.
I promise you that. I mean, I don't promise you anything.
Listen, we need to get the word out about Segment City, and we paid for this wall, but it's not being painted on this wall. I have this place to rent and in Segment City.
Somebody give me some money so I can paint on the wall.
Give us some reviews if you can on iTunes.
Or write a review on the wall.
Give us some ratings. We have a Facebook group.
We have a Facebook wall.
Yeah, we do. That's technically
That's
right.
true.
We have a Twitter wall at Segment City.
Sure.
So leave us some reviews. And remember to share this episode with people. And also we have a YouTube channel where you can share individual segments with people.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Thanks to Rachel Robinson for the intro music. She has her own. Why are you nodding at me like that?
You did it of your own volition, and I love it.
Great. Okay. Thanks a lot, Will.
Oh, okay.
She has her own podcast called Create Loud, which is great, and you should check it out. So that's gonna do it for you.
Yeah, I think it's gonna do it for us. Bye.
I cleaned your wall!
I painted it for you, and then I cleaned it. What else do you want from me? I know you didn't want this advertisement.
Davy's full wall service!
Weep, women, for you shall not get this wall painting service again.